Hello, darlings, and welcome to another week of Peppermint Juju with Z Chat Noir. This week's topic is cleanse. So, to cleanse or not to cleanse? That is the question. So, quick video this week. I just wanted to go through a couple of different steps you can use to cleanse your tools, different ways that you can do it, and a little rhyme that I came up with so that you can actively cleanse yourself while actually really cleansing yourself in the shower. So, first of all, a couple of ways to cleanse is it really depends on the object. Some objects can get wet, some cannot. Some can be cleansed by burying them, some cannot. It really depends on the object. So, I'll just give you a couple different ways. Obviously, you need to look to your elements. Those are going to be your blessings or your cleansing objects. So, this evening, for example, we made our new brooms. So, because they are seen as more of a fiery object, we don't necessarily want to put water on them. So, the way we did it this evening was just to use our four elements and pass them over the objects in a clockwise fashion, with saying a couple words here there to use an incantation to be able to endue the objects with the power of those cleansing elements. Some people cleanse also by burying objects. They say that you should bury your cauldron in the ground first in order to cleanse it and ground it. Um, you can cover things in salt. Obviously, salt is very corrosive, so that is not necessarily a long working thing, because if you say put your cauldron in salt, you're going to corrode your cauldron. So you don't want to do that. However, if you have something like different kinds of woods or glass or things like that, salt can be used in order to cleanse that. We use salt in water to purify or cleanse it. Um, Another way is to pass your objects over an open flame. Obviously, you do not want to pass heavily flammable things over open flames, such as dried herbs and whatnot, because then they can catch on fire and then you have a bigger problem than what you start out with. It kind of ends up being a, well, that escalated quickly kind of situation. So you can pass them over an open flame, pass them through an open flame, glass items, things like that. You can also pass them through the smoke of incense. That's a good way. A lot of times, the way that I cleanse is I wash it really well in the sink, if it is washable. And that is a physical way to really work your objects over to make sure that you are cleaning them off and whatnot. And obviously you can't do that with all objects. If they can't get wet, you can't do that. However, I do like to start out with a good wash in the sink. Then I take them to my altar. I sometimes cast a circle, sometimes I don't. I do always acknowledge my guardians and whatnot, my god and goddess, depending on the thing that I am working with. And I kind of go from there. Uh, I have a candle, a thing of incense, and some salt or some sand, depending on what the object is. If I'm just doing a cleansing where I'm not setting something in it, I'll just use salt to kind of rub all over it. And I'll go through each of the elements in clockwise order, like east, south, west, and then north. And some people start in the south. It just depends on your tradition. Um, and I go through and say I start in the east, I'll pass it through some incense smoke, saying, Guardians of the East, please guard me in this rite and bless this object or tool to your purpose and to, positive energy when it depends on the object, obviously. And I'll do the same through the fire, spirits of water, spirits of earth, uh, guardians, God and Goddess, please bless this object, guard me while I use this object, and let it go towards a great purpose, basically. So from there, I then will let it be on my altar. I do not, unless it's a full moon, I do not put things on my altar unless they have been cleansed, or I have already taken it upon myself to cleanse it in a different fashion, be it with words or something to that effect. As far as personal cleansing, that kind of goes along with charging and whatnot. But a little thing that I have taught myself as a way to cleanse your body after a long day or before a ritual or anything like that to purify your body is a little chant. It's kind of a chant, but it's all the negatives of the day I rub and rinse and wash them away. The world outside will not end my peace, as I will, so mote it be. And you can actually say that in your head or out loud. You can sing it to a tune, and you say, all the negatives of the day I rub and rinse and wash them away. The world outside will not end my peace, as I will, so mote it be. And you can sing that while you're soaping up, while you're rinsing, even if you're just standing under the water and letting it rinse over you. Visualizing that negative energy, that, anything negative that happened to you that day, anything that you want to get rid of, you want to ground, you want to release, just envision it just washing away off of you. And a lot of times I either see that as like a greeny slime or like a black, like in the dirty water kind of deal. And I just imagine that just rinsing away from me. So I hope you guys liked my video this week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all those fun things below. You can find my personal channel in the down bar. And I will see you guys either this weekend at the Hangout, which is at 10 p.m. Eastern, here live on YouTube on Peppermint Juju's channel, or I will see you again next week. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to be able to make the Hangout yet this weekend. So, as always, blessed be, love and light, and I will see you guys later. Thanks.